Hi, welcome to Dunkin Donuts. How may I help you?
Hi, I want to order a medium iced coffee. It's going to be the pumpkin spice latte.
A medium iced pumpkin latte?
Yeah, with oat milk, please.
Okay.
And that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want whipped cream on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, good morning. I want a medium iced spiced pumpkin latte.
Medium iced spiced pumpkin latte?
Yeah.
You want whipped cream on it?
Yes, please.
Anything else?
That's all.
It'll be $5.85.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
What's going on, y'all? It's Claude. You're checking me out again at Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Now, it's nice and early for me. I'm actually up here right now about to give you guys today's bonus video. Now, here's how this works. I'm actually doing a review of two different products. Very, very similar, but decided to sit there and do it side by side. Now, one of these products I've already had and gave them a score. If you haven't seen the video, it looks a little bit like this. Just a quick little snippet, and I'm going to drop the actual link for the video in the description of this one, along with the address of the locations I'm going to, so you can kind of see what's happening, what's really happening. Now, with that being said, I'm at Dunkin Donuts this morning. I'm also at Starbucks this morning. Dunkin versus Starbucks. Get it? I'm a science major in college at one point, so I decided to do a little experiment. I wanted to find out if the pumpkin spice latte, actually a really, really good drink at Dunkin', is comparable to the one that they got at Starbucks. Now, the first time I actually got my little pumpkin spice latte from Dunkin' recently, and that's actually the last video I did, you guys can see that they put the caramel on top with the cinnamon. This one, they actually just put whipped cream on top and kept it moving. Maybe they were busy this morning. Who knows? But anyway, I wanted to see what the sizes were and what the flavor's like, and if the price value is actually worth it. So, enough talking. Let's get started. You ready? Here we go. All right, so I'm going to just try to get right to this one for y'all today. You ready? Here we go. In my previous video, if you watched it, you know that I actually gave the iced pumpkin spice latte from Dunkin Donuts an actual 10 out of 10. The flavors were incredible. They actually had the whipped cream on top. And even though I use oat milk, and I did say to you guys that it was not a vegan drink because of the whipped cream and the dairy in the whipped cream, I actually had caramel and cinnamon on top. This one was rushed. This one was basically done at a drive-through very early in the morning. It's rush hour. People are trying to bang out, you know, drive-through orders and stuff and keep it moving. I understand that. However, I didn't get the caramel or the cinnamon on top of this particular drink. I did, in fact, get a drink, though, that was nice and tall. It was very, very flavorful. It actually had everything the first drink had in it, except for the whipped cream, the caramel, and the cinnamon, which honestly was a pretty big part of that drink. So, with that being said, Dunkin, this drink this morning wasn't as good as the first one. It was still sweeter, and I'm going to get to that in a moment, than the Starbucks, but it wasn't as good because I didn't get all the components that kind of add to the drink, if you know what I mean. Am I being picky? Not really, because everything else is really just pumpkin spice flavoring, I guess they put in the coffee. Let me touch on the Starbucks. What you did see in the video is that when I actually held up the Dunkin versus the Starbucks drinks, the Dunkin was about 25% larger than the Starbucks drink. Interesting fact, though, is if you look at the pricing, the Starbucks drink is $5.85, where the Dunkin is $4.92. So you're spending almost $1 more for a drink that's about 25% smaller than the other one. As far as the flavors go, the Starbucks drink tasted a little more bitter to me. I don't know if maybe that's how they mixed it. It was pretty. They had the whipped cream on top with the cinnamon. Okay, cool. I appreciate it. The flavoring itself was decent. It was still the pumpkin spice, but like I said, there was really nothing else to it. Whereas the Dunkin actually has a little bit more sweetness to it. All right, so basically for the iced pumpkin lattes, spice lattes, Dunkin Donuts versus Starbucks. For the Dunkin, I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10. Instead of me going with 10 out of 10 on the first one I did, like the first video you guys saw, I'm actually going to go with an 8 out of 10, primarily because it lacked the caramel and it lacked the cinnamon inside of the whipped cream. Yes, it does add to the flavor for me immensely. That's where the differential, the deviation comes in between the two. Starbucks, as you see, it's about $1 more, 25% smaller than the Dunkin. The coffee was bitter. Even though it looked pretty, it honestly didn't really taste that good. I had to keep stirring it over and over and over to try to get a little bit of the spiced pumpkin flavor. I'm going to go with a 6.5. 6.5 on the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. Now, and again, it has oat milk. It's a medium. It's iced. May taste better warm, I don't know, and I'm not sure why the coffee tasted so bitter. Was I supposed to add some extra sugar into it? I never ordered extra sugar at Dunkin. So is Dunkin actually making them sweeter than Starbucks? Seems like it. 6.5 on the Starbucks, 8 on the Dunkin. That's my review, guys. Now, I'm going to actually get up out of here and start my day. In either case, if you like the videos, do me a favor, click subscribe. Turn notifications on, that way you get the videos when I drop them. Mondays, Fridays, 12 noon, Eastern Standard, during the week as time permits. Usually Wednesday or Thursday. And once again, this is Claude at Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm around for all the good food and flavors. If there's a health bonus, it's an added bonus. Dunkin', Starbucks, you guys got to fine-tune these drinks, or at least make them consistent, so when people go through the drive-thru, whether it be first thing in the morning or late in the evening before you close, make sure the drinks are the same, man. Very real reviews. You guys know me. I'm going to talk about it. If it's good, I'm going to talk about it. If it's not good, I'm still going to talk about it. In either case, you guys be cool on the other side of the pillow, and I'll talk to you next time.